Hi, today in this video, we're going to compare Claude 3.7 and Grok 3. So let's go on the screen. So we are on the screen right now, and we will simply write a prompt that is simply create a landing page for fitness tracking app, and we're gonna write same prompt to both Claude 3.7 as well as Grok 3. Okay, so I think I forgot to enable think mode in the Grok. So what I gonna do, I gonna write the prompt again and enable think mode. So let's enable this. And they have just wrote all the content, but they have not wrote the code. What was Grok doing? I don't know. But let's look at the Claude 3.7. They are literally writing code from scratch. They are writing all the code, and Cruise is still thinking. We have not enabled extended thinking mode in the Claude because we are on the free tier user. What Crook is doing actually, Crook is not writing the code. So what I gonna do, I gonna say write HTML and CSS code for this, and then this will definitely write the code. So now Grok is thinking, and we're gonna see. By the way, Claude is still writing the code. Wow, Claude is doing so good job. Wow, Claude has just created the landing page, and it shows features, testimonials, has created this. Well, why this is just sticky? It should not be sticky. Okay, let me just create a big one. It is still sticky. It should not be sticky. This is so good, no doubt. But this sticky header is literally like kill. It is should not be like sticky. This is not what I was expecting from Claude. Okay, so now Grok has also completed their writing code, and they have created this code, and they have created CSS and HTML. I don't know whether they have preview option. Yep, this has preview option, but they have wrote the CSS file, but in other file. So what I wanna do, I wanna simply go on. I wanna search. I will open any compiler, and I will just open. Suppose I open this one. Simply copy the CSS part and paste here, and then we will simply run the code. Wow, this is what Grok has created. Oh, start your free trial. What our users are saying. This is cool. This is good. If we will compare from our Claude response, then it is way better because this header part, it is taking half of the screen, and this is not good for production ready app. It should not be like taking half of the screen and not scrolling. It is, I don't know why this is happening. After all, I literally think that Claude's response was so good comparing to Grook's response, but I will not take this code. Like, this is literally a sticky header, and it is taking half of the screen. So yep, I think right now our Grok wins. Now I will simply ask AI to create a simple and minimalistic landing page for a graphic designer portfolio. The page should showcase a few sample work, a short bio, and content from whatever. So I'm gonna just write the same prompt to both. And first of all, I'm not saying them to write in a proper language like HTML, CSS, or anything. They have to figure it out by their own self, that whether they should write code or they should write like description that Grok was doing earlier. So we are using Grok 3. You can see here Claude 3.7 started writing code, and Grok 3 is still thinking. So this is the nice thing about Grok 3, that is thinking. We can enable extended thinking mode in Claude as well, but we are not a pro user. We are just a prettier user, so we don't have access to that. Claude 3.7 has just created the landing page. Oh my god, it is so good. It only needs images, and after getting images, it will definitely gonna look awesome. And what about Grok? Grok has also created the HTML, and what about CSS? Okay, they have created CSS in different file and HTML in different file. Even though Grok has the option of preview, but because CSS is in different files, so it's not gonna look like awesome. So what I wanna do, I simply copy and paste the HTML and CSS and paste in any compiler. Right now we are using onecompiler.com. So this is so we have pasted, and now it is running, and this is what Grok has created. Seriously, I didn't like Grok have not even added any button or anything, but Claude has created a very nice UI, like the button and everything, and like we are when hovering the button, it is getting up and like it is changing the button color. Wow, it is so nice featured work. Like wow, like when we are hovering, then it is showing. Wow, this is so nice. This is nice. This is so beautiful. I like Claude works to be honest. And now we can say that like Claude 3.7 is far better than Grok 3. We can use Claude 3.7 to create any good looking UI. And for last, I'm gonna ask a philosophical question to both Grok as well as Claude and see who wins. I've enabled think mode in the Grok and I'm gonna just paste. And the prompt is simple that do you think that artificial intelligence can ever achieve true consciousness, why or why not? Let's see like what their response used to be. Grok started thinking and Claude has started writing. This is a fascinating philosophical question. I think the answer depends largely on how we define consciousness and what we consider true consciousness to be. One hand, consciousness seems deeply tied to subjective experience, the feeling of what this life would somehow humans Mhm. Interesting. However, if an AI system did develop form of consciousness, they would likely be quite different from human consciousness, shaped by different architecture and experience. And AI's consciousness might be alien to us, just as bad consciousness or octopus consciousness might be different for human to comprehend. What do you think? Do you have belief? Acha, now like Grok has created whether artificial intelligence AI can achieve true consciousness is a fascinating and deeply philosophical question that does not seem yet. The case against AI consciousness, one major argument that consciousness might be inherently tied to biological process which AI lacks. Human consciousness emerges from complex interplay of neurons, symptoms, and biochemistry in our organic brains. AI, by contrast, operates silicon chips and algorithm fundamentally different hardware. If consciousness requires this biological subs To be honest, I like the answer from group. It was stating from the core. What is the core? That like human have biological process and AI have like silicons like chips and like that is a fundamentally different humans as well as like AIs or like any machines. So it is very like subjective. However, if I will conclude this video, then definitely, if you want coding, then definitely Claude 3.7 is a very great model. And for philosophical questions or like general questions, we can look Grok. Grok is doing great in this. By the way, Grok, we can use Grok as a search engine. Tell me what is trending on the internet. And if I ask the same thing to Claude, then definitely Claude won't. Uh, yeah, it says I do not have real time access to internet, so I can't tell what is currently trending internet as of March 21. So definitely, if you want internet access, if you want like a philosophical answers, then definitely Grok is better. But if you are more into reasoning type of queries, like or for coding, for math problem solving, then Claude 3.7 is like better in this. So that was all for today's video. We'll meet in another video. Bye.